Hi everybody, how you doing? That's right, it's me. It's Zach from AZ Designs. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. And do we have projects for you tonight? Oh my gosh, do we? It's going to be great. I hope you're all doing great. So hit the heart button, sprinkle the video, help us grow. We appreciate you all oh so much. My name is Zach from AZ Designs. If you see that red button right there, that means you are catching the live. If you don't see it, type in hashtag replay. Let us know you stopped by and you saw what we were doing. What am I doing? It's been a day. I'm overwhelmed. The wife's out of town. I have craft boxes ready to go. Well, I say ready to go, but I have them all cut, stacked, ready to wrap and pack. That's tomorrow's adventure. But then I also have all the awesome canvas pop starter boxes ready to go to get those packed. Those are going out next week, so thank you again for all your orders for those. Super excited. I'm actually waiting on one more thing still to get those all out, but like all that started arriving today, so I'm just like, and Amy's out of town, and whoo. So type in club for all supplies. We have a doozy of a project tonight. We are going to make a pumpkin pie. And we're going to follow this recipe. But first, before we can make the pumpkin pie, we have to make something to hold our recipe up. And I say hold, we need to, I'm going to. But check it out. This is the cookbook stand. It's a nice little kit that Chalk offers. There's a nice little wooden surface. We're going to use this tonight real quick. And just, again, type in club, because when you join club, you get this awesome transfer. And this particular package comes with, the 1 ink packet of Shimmer Copper, which we are going to use tonight. We are going to use Shimmer Copper, but we're going to use it in paste form, not in ink form. And you will also actually get an apron to go with it. But what I'm going to do first, before we get into any of that, I hope I just didn't throw something away I needed. Yeah, that should just sit in there, right? Right? Yeah. Okay, that just sits in there. I'm going crazy. Like I said, it's been a day. Hey, everybody, I'm going to have to look over here to see your comments tonight because the missus has her computer, which has the correct hookup. It's like everything runs around Amy. Everything runs around Amy. Who's on my bad side right now, everybody. On my bad side. Because, I just got paint everywhere. That's what I get for talking smack about Amy. Hit the heart button, everybody. Hi, everybody. Oh, thank you for the sprinkles. She's on my bad side. She said something was somewhere, her craft room. I should say our craft room, but it's really hers. We all know who runs the craft room, right? It's her. It's her craft room. I just, I ran out of space here, I guess. So, was looking for one of these. It's not where it's supposed to be. Her whole little closet over there is I almost set it on fire. I really did. I almost went in there with some gas and was just like, you know what? Let it burn. But no, it was like, no. I kind of like this house. I like the pool. Kids are here. Would have been smart. So, yeah, it wasn't there. It was in a buried place. Well, no, I gave up where it was in there. Should really just get a plate. Again, I'm a hot mess right now. I'm going to paint it black. And I'm going to use chalk paint right now to paint this black. Just so we can have a nice little even coat all across it. I'm going to paint it black. But yeah, so then I had to go digging through stuff all in the garage for it. I'm not going to feel bad about using this tonight. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Michelle. Oh, you know what? I will sleep in my car when she gets back. Gladly. I'm so annoyed right now and frustrated looking for this board right here. That was not where it was supposed to be. It was buried somewhere in there still. I had to go out to our other stash in the garage where she said there might be one. But it was just blocked by everything. Like there's so much going on right now here. It's a madhouse. I feel mad, like a Mad Hatter, simply because just I told Amy before all this went down, it's like, man, I'm overwhelmed right now. I got so much going on. So I just got to take a breather. Whew. But we're going to paint this black. We're going to give it a nice little wax. And then we're going to throw our transfer on here. We're going to keep this one very simple tonight. And then we're going to go bake the pie. We're all going. Y'all coming with. We're going to bake this pie and follow it to the T, this recipe. I even have some helpers who are going to help me tonight bake this pie. And then, you know what we're going to do? We're going to try this pie. So how does that sound? Hit that heart button if it sounds like we're going to have a good time tonight. And kick your feet up, relax. Let's have a good time. We're going to turn it around. It's never too late to have a fresh start, as I tell my boys. Fresh start. We're going to have a fresh start right now. We've got to thank y'all for letting me vent. I vented. I feel better. I feel calm, cooled, and relaxed right now. But yes, as I was saying, everything does revolve around Miss Amy. Partially, completely, all my fault. I have treated her that way since marriage. I gotta specify there because she'll tell another tale of, you know, when we weren't married, you were like this, and I'm like, but you're married now, aren't you? So we're just gonna let it go. We have this painted. We're also going to paint. What do I have? I have this. This is what actually holds our cookbook up. We're gonna paint that. Hi, Luann. Hi, Barbara. Where is Miss Amy? Miss Amy is she's at a business mastermind in Miramar, Florida. Hi, Laura. Hi, Kim. Thank y'all for hanging out. We're gonna, like I said, I thought about getting fancy with colors. Originally, I wasn't even gonna do this. I was just like, we're just gonna get on a live and make the pie. I told the boys about it when they got home, and they were like, Dylan doesn't like pie. Dylan does not eat pie. He said he'd try it, but he's just not a pie guy. Jackson, man, you should have seen, like, this is the best day ever. Jackson would, like, straight artery to the vein pumpkin pie. Without a doubt. Without a doubt, he would have pumpkin pie. Any pie, really. Any day of the week. The boy has a sweet tooth like no other. He will be a dentist. He'll be the best friend of the dentist in the future because he's always going to end up seeing him. The boys, the way he eats sweets. So forgive my painting methods right now. I'm messy. I'm trying to get this done quickly because we do have a lot to do as far as waxing, throwing this on there, and the pie recipe is going to be on the chalkboard as well too that we're going to use tonight. But like I said, this was a last minute addition where I was like, you know, we got to have something to hold up the recipe. Let me use that cutting board. I've been thinking about it, and I wanted to match the aesthetics of our house that Miss Amy has selected. He's just talking about smack about how he couldn't find stuff. What? Oh, Michelle, are you taking her side, Michelle? I'm not going to show you the squirrel ribbon I got then. Man, like, I got stuff laid out there in the kitchen. I'm going to bring y'all and show you. Whose back you got, Michelle? Whose back you got right now? She's at dinner. Let her eat her dinner in peace. She can catch it on the replay, and I'll get yelled at later, gladly. But I'm venting right now. I'm done venting. I was venting. Y'all were great listeners. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. All right, I'm just washing off my hands real quick. I was messy painting. Apologies. Messy painting and painting messily, I guess. I don't know. Rage painting is what we're going to call it. Rage painting. Really kind of took all the tension out of the shoulders of the day. I'll tell you what. I know I have myself. This is one of my crafting shirts, so we are all good. We're all good, Jen. I appreciate it. The Brewers shirt would look, but no, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Okay, so we have this painted. Let's just make sure I have it completely dry real quick. And then we're going to wax it. Now, can you all tell me, why do we wax? Why do we wax our surface that we just painted? Can you tell me? And don't forget to type in club for all the supplies that we're using tonight. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. It's going to be fun. And don't forget our cutout of the week right here. Frame little lattice pumpkin. Get it while you can. You have till Sunday. Did somebody say cheesehead? I swear somebody in the chat said cheesehead. That's all I hear when I hear Green Bay Cheeseheads, right? That's the name of the team? That's right, Kim. So when we lay our surface, when we lay our stuff down, it doesn't pull up the paint that we just painted. That's also why I use that paste or that paint tonight, because it does dry super quick. I'm gonna get out my wax and just kind of dip it in there a little. And I'm gonna get over the whole board now. I'm gonna go over the whole board, make sure we cover everything. We don't want any of it to pull up. And because I am heavy-handed, like I'm heavy-handed, like I feel the force already. Not, like the space force, but like my force from pushing down. I'm going to flip it over and just kind of buff it in a little bit more. You can even take a paper towel to it if you want, but I always kind of like to take a dry surface other than the applicator to it afterwards, just to kind of blend it all in and pick up any extra that might be there. Oh man, Rachel ain't making a pie, Michelle. And Rachel should know better. This is my time. This is my time with you guys. All right, so we have this on. And this is our monthly club subscription transfer right here. I am just going to give it a quick little wax, fuzz, not too much, because I do have this waxed. And I'm going to line this up on here. Now, I'm not going to worry. Like, look, you can see some of it gets cut off right there at the bottom, right there. You can see, because it's going to get cut off because of that little hole. You know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Because there's going to be a book on this thing anyway, or a recipe sheet. But we're going to use the Shimmer Copper paste in chalk form, which is what you would get, except you'll get the ink version of this, which is permanent, that you can use. And it goes great on apron, clothing as well. Anything that you want to make permanent. Zach, were you sad to hear that the voice of Darth Vader died? Yes, Kim, I was sad to hear that James Earl Jones died. I mean, not only was he Darth Vader, but he was Mufasa. He was Field of Dreams, Coming to America. Many, many, many great films. Excellent voice actor. Now with shimmers, you always want to give them a mix, because they do have little bitty tiny bits of glitter in there. And it's kind of what makes it shimmer and pop. But I wanted to paint this black and then just put it on a black surface, because I thought it would kind of pop a little bit more and kind of give us a little bit more fall-y look. So I'm just going to grab some right here on my squeegee. Got a whole bunch. And now I'm just going to spread it out. Like I said, I'm keeping this portion of it very, very simple. We're just going to spread it out. And I'm going to be careful when I get down here towards the holes. The hole that's going to hold our board, which will actually hold the book up against it once we slide it in there. I'm just pick up any extra I have along the way, sliding it down, pressing firmly. Careful not to go over the edges now, because transfer does not cover this complete surface, and that's okay. I don't need it to. I want to keep this kind of simple. I'd rather cut off the bottom than the top. And you know what? I think I'm going to get part out of that pumpkin. I'll take that pumpkin right there. All right, I'm going to take any extra I have and throw it right in there. And scrape up all that extra. Throw it right there. And now I'm going to slowly pull it up. If I see any portions that I missed, I'll just lay it right back down. So far, so good. Looking good. Oh, look at that. Check it out. That shimmer copper on black, man, that pops. Hit that hard button, folks, if you like that. Hit that hard button. Because now what we're going to do is set this to the side real quick. We're going to wash this. And then we're going to go make a pie. We're going to follow this recipe to make the pie. Because there's some things that intrigue me. Thanks, Michelle. There are some things that intrigue me in this recipe. Like I know nutmeg. Nutmeg makes sense in my mind. But maple flavoring, I'm very interested. Maple flavoring. And not only maple flavoring, maple syrup too. That seems, I don't know. I've never made pumpkin pie. So, I mean, I made one today. I'm gonna make one today too. But like, I've never had, I never realized, and from my understanding, I asked Amy, like, is there, like, do you put maple syrup in your pumpkin pie? She's like, no. I'm like, oh, well then, we're going to try this. And Jackson, who has classified himself as the know-it-all in the house of everything in life, and he considers himself the pumpkin pie expert. So he's going to be the big judge of how this turns out tonight. So I've never made pumpkin pie, but I love to eat it. I personally don't like the texture of pumpkin pie. Really? Hey, and just like that, this is clean and ready to go for the next one. So now I need to set this back over here. Let's make sure this is dry. And then let's go make a pumpkin pie. What do y'all say? The texture, really. Kim, I'm wondering, do you like cheesecake? And if so, have you tried the pumpkin pie cheesecake? That's pretty good. So I understand not liking the texture, but I would be interested to hear what your thoughts are on the taste of like pumpkin anything. I don't know, pumpkin spice lattes. Yeah, I don't know either, Stephanie. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how it turns out. I can't wait to try it. You like pumpkin pie and cheesecake too? That's awesome. I love cheesecake. Cheesecake is delicious. All right, so we just want to make sure this is dry. All right, I like the way that feels. I'm wondering, did I paint the right side? And look, just like that, we throw this in there now. Just pop it in the hole. Boom, just like that. And guess what? Check it out. We have a recipe holder. Now, let's go do something with this and make a recipe, guys. What do y'all say? All right, so bear with me if you can't stand shaking. Bear with me just a moment. This might get a little shaky because we're going to drag you guys. Not drag you, but we're going to go on a quick little tour of our house. And I'm going to call upon my little helpers here. Helper number one, how are you?
Good.
Yeah? Say hi.
Hi, everyone.
Ignore the mess. It's the wife's out of town shipping. I'm all over the place today, guys. It's absolutely insane here. It's insane. I feel insane today. All right. Hey. Oh, y'all just got a sneak peek of all that stuff right there. I hope y'all didn't see too much. So check it out, Dylan. Look, what do we have here? Where's Jackson? He's somewhere. He's doing something. We have our pumpkin pie recipe holder.
Ooh, it's a recipe.
It's a recipe. It's the recipe we're going to follow tonight. So I'm going to get the camera set up. Why don't you sit here and thank the people and talk to them about the awesome. Oh, hey, and here's the recipe we're going to use. See, Mom made that earlier. We're going to use that one, even though it's on the cutting board. We're going to
I had this one.
get these guys really, man, we got to bring you guys down, don't we? Whoop.
Wait, why this one?
Because that is the recipe.
Are they the same?
They're the same. As the transfer, Mom used on one of our cutouts for our club members and perk members. But we need something to hold it on. So I made this cutting board, or I keep calling it a cutting board. I made this cookbook holder.
How does it come out?
It just slides out. Hey, Jackson, why don't you come say hi? So now we're going to make this pie.
Yeah.
All right, so first thing first, we need our mixing bowl. Let's grab our mixing bowl. My two little helpers, Jackson, Dwayne Mills, please say hello.
Hello. Hello.
Dylan Carter Mills, please say hello.
Hello.
You see that right there? That's respect and loyalty. It's in his DNA. All right, so what does the recipe call for, boys?
Pumpkin pie. Homemade.
Homemade, yeah, well, that's what we're making, but what is...
1 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 teaspoon of salt.
Oh, yes, we're going to need that, but first, let's mix 3 eggs in here.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
I'm professional.
Jackson, we are going to need 1 cup of evaporated milk. We have that right here ready to go. How many ounces are in a cup, Jackson? Do you know that?
I think it's like 4.
Try again. How many?
Like
Two.
No, isn't it like 14 or 16?
No, that's like a liter. There are 12 ounces in this can. Okay, and I'll tell you that there's too much in this can.
Too much.
How much? How many ounces are in 1 cup?
12. You just said 12. Right?
No, I said 12 is too much.
8.
There you go, Dylan. That's right.
Remember from last
We
year.
do need that. So let's open up this can and let's pour in 1 cup.
Open it. What's the can?
We're gonna follow the recipe to the T here. Now, I imagine I'm looking at this recipe and I'm like, this is a 12-ounce cup. What would my mother do? What would my grandmother do? They'd use the whole can. I really wanted to.
Wait, are we using
But we're gonna follow the recipe to the T.
Are we using the whole can?
No one washed their hands. Oh my gosh, Anita, you are absolutely right. Boys, you savages.
I washed my
I
hands
washed
over
You
there.
savages.
I washed my hands over there in the
You are
bathroom.
absolutely right. We are savage. How we have not washed our hands with warm water.
No, never.
No, stop.
I washed my hands.
No, leave that alone.
It's stuck now.
I got it. You got to back it up.
Soap.
Soap and water. Dry your hands off. Thank you, Anita. These savages. I tell you what.
I washed them over there in the bathroom. That's it.
Oh, did you? All right, Jackson. Pour 1 cup in there.
I said that in the chat.
What are we saying to the chat, Dylan?
That's a good chat message.
That's a good. It is a good chat message, helping us out there. Man, these guys. Shake hand, Linda. Yes, we did. We did. All right. So now you have. Wait. Let me check. I like to verify your measurement there. Good, sir. You're good. I'm gonna wash my hands now. All right. What do we need next?
Pour it in.
Pour it in.
1 cup, 1/2 cup sugar, 1/4 cup maple syrup, 1
Cup.
pumpkin.
Wait. No, one thing at a time. What do we need to do?
1 cup of sugar. What?
All right. I have the sugar out already.
What is 3 cups?
That is the pumpkin pie filler we're gonna throw in there.
We need 1 cup of that. Wait, can you rinse this out?
You can actually, you don't need to, just to grab a
I got
spoon.
this thing.
No, I got a measuring cup already out.
A spoon?
Grab a spoon.
Okay.
Jackson, here's a measuring cup that's already out for half a cup of sugar. So Dylan, scoop out the pumpkin pie mix.
The whole thing?
We need 1 cup.
So I put it in there?
Yep. So we got them working hard here, kids. Yes, much better now. The pie will be edible. Boy, hold on, Dylan. How much do you have in there, buddy? Let's check it out. Hold on. Let me see what you got. All right, I'm happy with that measurement. Now, what I'm going to recommend, though, Dylan, is... Oh, actually, go ahead and throw that in there. Okay, so... Yep. You don't need that. Don't splash it. Grab a spatula, though, Dylan, so we can scrape the sides.
It looks like tomato sauce.
It looks like tomato sauce. So now here's a question for you, Dylan. Is the... Nope, that's a wooden spoon. Is a pumpkin related to a tomato?
Yes.
Why do you say that?
I can't think.
Is this perfect, right?
Well, a pumpkin's a fruit.
Go over there and talk to them. No?
Is this a perfect?
A pumpkin is not
Perfect.
a fruit. I mean, no, a pumpkin is a fruit, but it's not a vegetable. Ready?
Yeah, go ahead, throw it in there. All right, so now we're gonna scrape this right here.
Pumpkins have seeds in them, which makes that a fruit.
A vegetable.
What? I thought it was a fruit.
Well, vegetables and fruits have seeds, don't they?
Yeah.
What is a tomato?
What
What about a cucumber?
I know.
Cucumbers have seeds, right?
Yeah. So fruit.
Cucumbers become pickles, right?
I'm confused. What is that?
All right, so hold on. We've kind of jumped all over the place here off this recipe. We need to add 1/4 cup of maple syrup.
Ooh.
So I have this little measuring cup here.
Ooh, that's not good.
Now, this is, I will say, I did buy some maple syrup today. And I wanted to make sure it was grade A. And it had that little Canadian maple leaf. I mean, I don't know if it's Canadian, but
It says.
it's got the maple leaf on it. I feel safe buying maple leaf.
Don't forget
syrup.
to save a slice for mom.
Mom does not like pumpkin pie.
I don't really like
All right, so go ahead and throw that in there now, Dylan.
It says these people are watching.
Oh, in the sink. Say what?
These people are joining.
That's fine. Here, come over here. All right, now let's put the sugar up right here. We're done with that. Throw that up. So we've added the sugar. We've added the pumpkin. We've added the maple syrup. We've added the evaporated milk and 3 eggs. Now we need to add 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So I have the measurement tool right out here
Yeah, we did put enough sugar in it. We put a half cup
of what?
or 1 in it. Yeah.
of salt. Now, believe it or not, Dad actually needs to get salt, so we're gonna have to go into the salt shaker here.
Oh, we haven't used that one.
That's not true because
You
it's...
need
It's
to
like-
1.5
is it
cups
bacon?
of sugar.
Well, not according to this recipe. This recipe says 1/2 cup of sugar. So go ahead and dump that in there. So we're going off of what the recipe from our club transfer. So that's what we're going to try. So now, Dylan, keep that out because now we need to do ground nutmeg. Ground nutmeg right here. So do you know what ground nutmeg is?
No.
Here, take a scoop.
I'm gonna reach out.
No, you don't want to be full. Oh, it's perfect right there. Okay. Now we need 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon.
Cinnamon bun.
Got it.
Cinnamon bun.
You're back up, buddy. Come on over here so everyone can see you.
Is that enough? Or a little bit more?
Yes, the maple syrup, the syrup will definitely add some sweetness to it. It is because it's that good maple syrup, hopefully from Canada. It's got that maple leaf on it. I feel safe. I trust the Canadian syrup. It's so good.
Is that good?
That's good. All right. Now we need this right here, Dylan. This is called...
Vanilla shot.
No. This is maple extract, which is even crazier because we've already added maple syrup. So we're going to add some more maple flavor to it. And then we have...
It's a bubble.
That's okay. We have the good homemade vanilla extract right here.
No.
Smell that. What does that smell like?
Vanilla. Smells like
Hand sanitizer.
Yeah? Hand sanitizer. Oh, that's just the vodka. Oh. Okay, that's why you don't pour over the bowl. My bad. Okay, so we added the vanilla, we added the salt, we added the nutmeg, the cinnamon. Have we added everything, boys?
Yeah.
Now it's time to mix it up. So let's get our mixer, which is over here.
Mixer.
Ooh, Jackson, you know what you need to do? You need to... I'm going to let Dylan do this, Jackson. I'll let you pour it. Okay? So Dylan, leave it right there. We're gonna bring our bowl over there.
Yeah, I'll try
Jackson,
that.
I need you to grab our pie sheet right there.
Wait, what level do I go on?
On level 1, let's make sure it's set up
Can I
properly.
do it?
No, I need you to give that a quick little spray. Hold on.
Of what?
Let's make sure this is on.
Pan? You need
Okay,
pan?
we're gonna let it mix for some. Leave it on. Yes, can. Okay,
Wait,
let
why
that
did
mix.
you turn that
No.
on?
Yeah, because that locks it. So just let that mix together for a second. If you
mix,
want to kick it up to level 3, go ahead.
Oh.
Okay, Jackson, this guy spraying now. When you spray, you want to spray at least 6 inches because otherwise you get a big buildup of oil, just like that. Okay.
Big level.
Now, what Jackson's gonna do here.
Big level 33.
Okay. Ooh, that's definitely too fast. What I
That
need you to do, Jackson,
was
is
almost level 10.
that would have been too much. Buddy, I need you to lay out the pie crust, please.
I don't know if I did.
So let's unroll that. You want to be gentle with it. Somebody's excited. Oh, thank you, Jeanette. They are devilish little creatures, I'll tell you that. Cute, little cute.
Oh, no.
You're saints, that's right. All right, so no, that's good. Just lay it in there just like that. Now, what you want to do is kind of make sure you have it out.
I think it's done
Now,
mixing.
press it around gently though. You don't want to tear it. Start from the bottom. Start from the bottom and go to the corners and work your way up.
I think it's done mixing. Looks done.
Okay, you can stop it.
So like get rid of all the air.
Yes, you want to get this completely flat with the pie sheet. Look at you guys. You guys will be making pies for Thanksgiving this year with Mom. I'm sure you're going to love it. Oh, well, thank you. Patience is a virtue. I appreciate it. Hi, Betsy. Oh, thank you, Crystal. We actually, okay, so I haven't tried it yet, but I made one earlier. I made one earlier because I wanted to, we got to do the Bobby Flay thing where it's like, hey, this is how you do it. And then you pull it out of the oven and you're like, hold on. Ooh, Dylan wants to show y'all
My creation.
his creation, their creation. Good, good. Now, is it smooth? Here, grab that whisk right there. Okay, Jackson, good job on the crust. Now, what does every good pie have?
Good crust.
Okay, you see how I look? 2 fingers up. Put your thumb behind them. Okay, what you're gonna do
Money.
is you're gonna pinch the crust just like this around, and so you can create that crust look. Excuse me, Dylan. That is a good texture. One thing we haven't done now, we're gonna preheat our oven, which we're gonna do right now. Shouldn't take too long.
That is the top. You can see some stuff.
It definitely smells like a pumpkin pie, everybody. It really
This
does.
still have that. It still needs to be mixed. You see?
No, that's a good mix right there, Dylan. Let's go ahead and throw this away. And take this, and you take that out. Everyone's chat says you're doing great, guys. Chat says you're doing a great job. Oh, see now you don't want to pull it back, Jackson. You don't want it to pull back. But you're getting the idea. Another thing you could do, Jackson, is actually you could use a fork and press them down as well. So, no. What I would like you to do now, sir, is...
Can you smell the maple syrup?
No, believe it or not, I smell more pumpkin than I do maple syrup. I really do. What do you smell, Jackson?
I smell syrup.
You smell syrup?
I smell syrup and pumpkin.
I mean, I guess there is a faint smell of like once you put your nose in, but I'm picking up more of the pumpkin. I'll tell you what, I'm actually going to do this part. So I can say I helped. We're just going to fill this up now.
Kira wants to join us.
Kira's here to help.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now we have this in the sink. Wash.
I got it.
Now, you're going to set this in the oven. It's still not preheating. You're going to set it in the oven at 400 degrees for 10 minutes. Then you will bake. Then you'll turn it down to 350 and bake for another 45. We're going to set this to the side back here while our oven preheats. Okay, Jackson, get your favorite topping out of the fridge, please, for the pumpkin pie.
Oh yeah.
And then when all is said and done, you will end up with a pumpkin pie like this. Isn't this cute? Yeah, I put it in Amy's. I got this dish for her one year.
A bussin' pie.
A bussin' pie. So now we need a pie cutter.
You think this would be good on it?
Is that
No,
cinnamon?
Cool Whip, buddy. There's Cool Whip.
Is that cinnamon? Cinnamon.
Wait, can I use this for my birthday?
Oh.
If that's what you want to use, sure. Let's grab some plates. All right, folks. Drum roll. Hit the heart button here.
I have this, guys.
Hey, that was a pretty quick. I don't know what your mom's always complaining about making pies. That was a piece of cake. We did that in like no time, right?
I have a birthday. I mean, she doesn't have to do all this.
I know, I'm teasing. Jackson likes flavored things. So let's cut our pumpkin pie.
I'll get forks. I want a plastic fork.
Ooh.
Oh, no. Is that mine?
Whoever
I'll
wants.
take a small one. I'm not a big pie.
I know you're not a big pie eater. All right, Jackson. All right, don't take a bite yet. We'll all take a bite together.
Can I put this on top?
Yes, so we can all get our feedback. And we can let everyone know
Ooh, let me see that.
how it tastes.
That looks
It doesn't go in your mouth, Jackson. Dylan, here's your piece. You want Cool Whip, Dylan?
no.
Put too much.
Put too much? All right, come on over here, Jackson.
If I like this, it will be the first time
It will be.
I like pie.
It will be. What is everybody saying here?
I'm not a big cheese.
That does, it smells delicious. Thank you. It looks delicious. Watch out, boys. You'll be in charge of pies in the holidays. Yeah, be careful. Mom sees this, she may put you all to work. All right, so
I'm not a big cheesecake person either.
no, you're not. I'm gonna grab some Cool Whip. All right, guys.
Ready?
First bite. Let's taste it. Here we go. Flavor. Jackson?
I'm not a fan of the texture.
No, Dylan's not a pie guy. But thanks for trying it. Delicious. Flavor spot on.
I don't like the.
Like I gotta give I always have to ask Amy to bake one of hers now to kind of do a comparison, but this is really, really good. The maple
I'll eat that like little part because I'm not a fan of like the inside of the texture. It's not like because it's so like.
that's good. It's still warm from it's only been out a couple hours. It's really good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jackson, you can't have too much Cool Whip. Can't have too much Cool Whip. You can definitely taste the syrup in it, not overpowering, but it adds a nice little sweetness flavor to it. Probably then better than all the sugar that normally we put in. Absolutely delicious though. Definitely worth trying out. I hope y'all have a great evening. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see y'all tomorrow for Big Ball Friday, so make sure you're here. Have a great night.
Bye.